Yes, hello once again. I think we are going with a new chapter, that is programming of 8085 microprocessor. Now remember that this is very important from programming point of view uh, of paper 2. So paper 2 we have only one chapter which is used for programming, and that is 8085 microprocessor. Okay, I think let's see what is there in this chapter. So I think first we will go with in 8085 we have a concept of concept known as mnemonics. Now what do you mean by mnemonics? Mnemonics are nothing but they help us to remember some rules. Okay, we have to follow some rules. So mnemonics helps remember a rule. Okay, now in your programming of 8085, mnemonics will be divided into two parts, that is instructions and operands. So mnemonics will always be divided into two parts. Now what do you mean by instructions? Instructions means commands. Okay, and operand means on which the commands are going to work or it's going to execute. Now for example here you can say that this move is nothing but an instruction. And what do you mean by operand? A and B are operand. Now what do you mean by AB? A comma B. A and B in 8085 are known as microprocessors. So yeah, they are nothing but the microprocessors. Okay, now let's see what is next. I think as the name indicates, instructions, as I was telling you, instructions are nothing but the commands. I think in the previous slide you have seen that instructions and operands. So I'm just trying to explain you what is instructions. Instructions are nothing but commands, and operands are nothing but on which the instructions are going to execute. Okay, so suppose if I tell you to stand up, okay, so I think you will not react because it is, you will think that it is told to someone else or someone else and like that. Okay, but suppose if I take a particular name, like suppose Mr. X stand up, so I think he will stand. So that means stand up becomes a command, and X becomes, Mr. X becomes a operand. Okay, like I think we are humans, but when we talk about machine languages, we are having 8085 in 8085 operands are of four types, so on which the instruction is going to work. So which are the characters or operands? So there are four types, that is registers, data, memory and address. Okay, so let's see what are registers, data, memory and address. So remember that we are having four types of operands. Okay, now first we will talk about registers. There are 7 general purpose registers. Okay, general purpose means they will be used for not only for calculations, for some other purpose also. Okay, so there are 7 general purpose registers like A, B, C, D, E, H, L. So don't go till Z. A, B, A, B, C, D, E, H, L, like that. Okay, so individual every register, can you see it is 8-bit, so their maximum size is 8-bit. Okay, individual every register is 8-bit, but when they work in pair, they behave as a 16-bit registers. So I hope you got it. 8 plus 8, 16. Now which and the pairs are also fixed. Okay, remember that pairs are fixed. There are 3 pairs. Can you look at this diagram? Can you see BC? BC is fixed, pairs are fixed, D, H, L. So I hope you got it, that you cannot make the pairs like BE, DC, DL, HE. No, the pairs are fixed, and that is BC, DE, HL. Okay, and I think can you see these are your 6 registers, and only one register is having full form, that is A. Okay, now remember that A stands for, 1 minute, I think A stands for accumulator. So here A stands for accumulator, that we have already seen when we were doing what you called ALU, or when I was explaining you the first chapter. Okay, in that we are having the register known as accumulator. So that register in 8085 we call it as A. So A stands for accumulator. So remember that these pairs are fixed. There are 3 pairs. Now I just given an example how the data will be stored, and remember that the data which will be stored in your 8085 is in hexadecimal. So suppose A is your accumulator register, and if it is storing 5B, 5B is a data. I have just taken any random data. So everyone knows how to binary 8421 method, okay, and how to store 5 in so I made 5, this 5 in binary, this B is in binary. Okay, suppose BC, so can you see it is total 8 bits, 4 4, so total 8 bits. Suppose I am taking one of the pair like BC, and if the data is or hexadecimal number is 1 2 3 4, so can you see this is 0001. I hope you remember this 8421 method. Okay, so this is for when you use this is for 1, this is for 2, okay, this is for 3, and this is for 4. So when you count, this total becomes 16 bits and this becomes 8 bit. I just want you to show you how 8 bit and 16 bit data or addresses can be stored. So I hope you got this. So how many registers are there? There are 7 general purpose registers: A, that is accumulator, B, C, D, E, H, I. Okay. Now we are going with data. I think second operand is data. Data can be 8 bit or 16 bit. If the data is stored in single register, just now we have seen it is 8 bit, and if the data is stored in 2 register or pair, it is 16 bit. For example, this is the data in this case. For example, I think 6B. So 6 can be written like this. I think this is wrong. This has to be 0 0, sorry, okay, 0 1 1, okay, this is 6 in binary, okay, and this is B. So B is okay, but can you see this is wrong? Now same way I just written like this also. Suppose this is your 8 bit data, this is your 16 bit data, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 8. So I hope you got it that if the data is stored in 1 register, that becomes a 8 bit, and if the data is stored in 16 bit, 2 registers, then it becomes a 16 bit data. So I hope you understood what is data also. Okay, in this session we will be studying only operands. Address. Now remember that in 8085 memory address is always 16 bit. We have addresses starting from 0000H to FFFFH. Okay, so this is your minimum and this is your maximum. And I just given an example like 000. It's like a meter reading: 000, 001, 0010. Now this will, suppose after you know that after this we will be having 9k, after 9 we also have 10, but we cannot write 10, we have to write A, B, C, D, like that till F, hexadecimal numbers. So I have just given an example 000F, then we are after F it will be like 0010. So the how the meter is going on same way. So after this 1 FFFF we also have 200. Then you will be having many memory locations like A, B, like BA, CA, DA. So there will be many memory locations. Okay, when you will go through this, remember that memory address is like from 0000. Okay, like there will be many memory addresses. After this also like DA. Okay, and final address will be FFFF. So they are always 16 bits. So I hope you got it. It is like your meter reading, how your meter reading goes same way. So this is your max, this is your minimum limit, and this is your maximum limit. Okay, and whatever the memory addresses will be there, I think it comes around 64 KB. Okay, or 2 raised to 16. Okay, so whatever the number comes, that is your memory address in 8085. So I hope you understood what is address. So address is nothing but they are just talking about memory address here. Okay, so memory address will be shown in this, that is from 000 to FFFF. So I hope you got this, and this list is very big, it's not very small list. I hope you understood. Now let's go ahead and we'll go with the last operand, that is memory. Now we don't have a special register known as M. I think just now I showed you there we are having only 7 general purpose registers. Okay, so we have to adjust, or you can say that there is some adjustments when they are doing. So what is memory? Let's see. In 8085, M stands for memory, but we don't have a register known as M. Now remember that M means contents of HL pair. So whatever the contents of HL pair is there, that becomes a memory. So remember that we are having 3 pairs. Okay, so like BC, DE, HL, but only HL is known as memory. Okay, so whatever the HL pair contents are there, that will be known as memory, nothing else. Okay, no BC, no DE, only HL. Okay, like I think I just want you to give you, because resources are very less and we want to use the resources to maximum. So what they did, individually if they are working, they will be working as registers. When they are working in pair, they can work as 16-bit, and sometimes they can work as also as memory. Okay, so for example, HL pair will contain some address, and that address you will find some data. For example, suppose M means memory, but memory is indirect in the sense you have to search a lot of things like HL pair. Where is your HL pair? Once you go to HL pair, you have to check. Now what is this baba here is nothing but address. So I think just now I showed you in the previous slide addresses. They are from 000 to FFFF. So I think out of that this memory address can come. So this is nothing but memory address. Okay, so remember that this is memory address, and that at that memory address we are having a data known as 25. And you will be thinking from where the 25 comes. We have taken some random memory address and we have taken some random data. Ultimately what happens, whatever this data is there, that will be given to M. So can you see here what is the meaning of this? M means the contents of HL pair. HL pair will be pointing to this memory location, but what is the content? The content is 25. So ultimately M will be stored as 25. I'll just show you one diagrammatic view. Suppose this is your memory location BA. At this memory location you are having a data known as 25. Okay, that 25 will be stored in M. Okay, so I hope you understood. Once we go ahead through next session or some other sessions, that time it will be more clear. Now right now I will tell you that there are 4 operands. Operands, I hope you understood that they are nothing but on which the instructions are going to execute. So I think we should know which are the different characteristics, or sorry, different characters which we are going to see. So these are your different characters: registers, data, memory and address. So these are your 4 operands. Okay, I hope you got this. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you.